Hello, HMS Bobcats. Mr. Flato here. Welcome back to another great week at the Helena Middle School. On today's Bob lesson, I had to, and I made this last year when we were more in the pandemic, so I'm going to have to recycle it a little bit this year, but I had to take one of my favorite movie clips from one of my favorite movies. A lot of your teachers probably know this movie, Rocky IV, with Sylvester Stallone and Ivan Drago. Um, and I had to take one of the scenes from it. It kind of inspired me. It's always inspired me, but it inspired me last year. And in this scene, you will see Rocky Balboa, who is an Italian American fighter, boxer, and he is going to Russia to fight Ivan Drago, who's this huge Russian dude, super muscly, bound, has all the training, the techniques, the technology at the time, all of it dialed in perfect. And he's inspired to go fight this guy because in the previous fight, his really good friend died in the ring. Remember, it's a movie, so we don't have to get too worked up here, but it's a movie. And so he goes to Russia and he doesn't have any of the training. He doesn't have any of the technology. He doesn't have any of the things that Ivan Drago has. But instead of finding an excuse, he finds a way to make the elements work, to adapt to the environment, and to get his training in. And what I love about this and how it relates to middle school students is the perseverance and the grit that really is needed and required to be successful as a sixth grader, seventh grader, eighth grader, high school, and especially as an adult. Taking some of those lessons. We are faced with adversity almost every day. Some of us big adversity, some of us small adversity, some of us like every day, all day, some of us spread out more every week, every month, but we're all faced with adversity. And when we're faced with adversity in less than ideal situations, whether that's your home life or your family or whatever else it may be, you really do have a decision to make. Are you going to find a way to persevere through, or are you going to find a way to make an excuse and to let that be the reason why you're not successful or you don't meet your goals? So, on that note, I hope you guys like this clip. Let's get rock and roll, and then I'm going to follow up and maybe try to tie it together with some more real life things for middle school students. Wow, a little throwback to 1985, way before all of you were born. I love that scene in the movie, and again, trying to relate it back to how is that applicable to your guys' life and even our lives as adults. Are we making excuses in life when we could be persevering and practicing some grit and a growth mindset and finding a way to overcome the challenges and the struggles that come our way, whether that's academically, whether that's with our own personal health and self-care, whether that's with our friendships, our relationships, whether that's with any other aspect of life. I think as human beings, it's really easy to stop and to quit and to give up or to go a different direction when we're faced with adversity in life and things aren't going as smoothly as we would like. Um, I had a friend tell me a long time ago, and I'll never forget this, that when things are hard, things are challenging, and things are not coming easy, and persevering through those things, and putting one foot in the other, or eating an elephant one bite at a time. That's a metaphor. That's when our growth really happens. If you look at all the physical exercises that they were doing in that, it's built for resistance. Whenever we face resistance with our physical workouts, whether it's running, lifting weights, or doing any other sort of physical exertion, that pushback or that resistance is what grows us and makes us stronger. And that metaphor can be carried over to all other aspects of life. So something for you to think about. I encourage all of you when you're brushing your teeth tonight to look at yourselves in the mirror and ask yourself, when it comes to these challenges in life, am I finding a way to persevere through it, or am I finding a way to make an excuse and not getting it done?
Champion. The two men are walking toward the center of the ring. It's an unbelievable sight to see. They're toe-to-toe. The Russian towers above the American. It's a true case of David and Goliath here. It's unbelievable, the condition of both men, but the Russian champion...
I must break you. You know what it says back there about wanna be you? Yeah. Forget it. Thanks, Paul.
So you're probably asking yourself, who won the fight? Was it Ivan Drago or was it Rocky? You'll have to go watch the movie and see. All right, that brings us to this week's Jelly Bean Question of the Week winners: Audrey Towery, Cora Lee, Timothy Wilkins, Charlie Poole, Ryder Anderson, and Eli Kuhn. The answer was September. September is the 9th month of the year, and September also has 9 letters in it. All right, this week's Jelly Bean Question of the Week. What is the second letter in the alphabet that does not appear in any of the spellings of the 12 months? If you think you know the answer, submit your answer to the Bob Box. Make sure your first and last name's on it. Tune in next week. All right, Bobcats, let's make it a great week at the Helena Middle School.